But I said, so tell me about this. Why don't you identify yourself with a religious community? Why do you feel uncomfortable with, people that you think are religious? You know what they tell me? They're always upset. They look angry all the time. They're just really angry. We always have reason to complain. Always. If somebody says, hey, what's on your mind? You say, nothing, I'm okay. No, you can talk to me. All right, here's a list. And then there's a list of all the issues. I mean, it's too hot. I hate, I used to live in California. Now I'm living in Texas. And, you got all kinds of problems. Or money issues, health issues, family issues, personal issues, all career issues, education issues, self-worth issues, self-esteem issues, all kinds of issues. And we're drowning in those issues. And if you were to just take a moment and think about what am I actually thinking about that I should be grateful for, it's actually very hard. It becomes a difficult exercise. I can't really think about anything right now. I'm drowned in the negativity. And it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have. It doesn't matter how long your beard is or how tightly your hijab is worn. This has nothing to do with the outside of our Islam. This is something that's happening inside of our hearts. So you and I could be hufaz of the Quran. We could have all the knowledge in the world, but gratitude isn't there because we're always negative. We're always complaining. We're always looking at what's wrong around us. The thing is, either I'm greedy or unhappy all the time. Right? I'm unhappy with the relationship I'm in. I'm unhappy with my children. I'm unhappy with my parents. I'm unhappy with my friends. I'm dissatisfied with the house I live in. I'm dissatisfied with the job that I have, with the clothes that I'm wearing. I'm dissatisfied with the way I look. I'm dissatisfied with my education. I'm dissatisfied with people's opinions of me. I'm constantly dissatisfied. Right? If this is who I am, if that's the case, then you know what? And you think I want more of this and more of this and more of this, then actually the ayah is teaching us you're only harming yourself. You're actually hurting yourself. You're drowning yourself in negativity, and it's paralyzing. It becomes paralyzing for you. Living a life of gratitude is actually liberating. It frees you from negative thoughts and makes you capable of doing more with yourself. It actually gives you energy. It makes you optimistic. It gives you a boost, and you're able to do things otherwise you weren't able to do. I find that this is my experience. Hopefully yours is not the same experience. Unfortunately, in the Muslim Ummah, and that's the only experience I have is this ummah, we are really addicted to negativity. We're addicted to negative. As a matter of fact, we're so addicted to negativity, if someone's doing something positive, you know what we say to them? What's the point? Nothing's going to change. Why do you even bother? And so instead of looking at anything positive, we say, oh, you think you're doing something good? Look at all these problems that haven't been solved. Would you just come back, join the negative club again? Why are you being so positive? Like someone being optimistic is we almost get an allergic reaction that this isn't how a thing's supposed to be. Why don't we bring you back down into the negative world again, right? So this, and unfortunately sometimes this, from those we look up to. Parents, for example. When a father is constantly negative, when a mother is constantly negative, what do you think how are you raising your kids with shukr? If they always see you complaining, if they always see you upset, if they never see you appreciate, not them, not anything else, there's never a happy look on your face. And a lot of people that come up to me and speak with me, a lot of them don't identify themselves as religious Muslims, right? Sometimes people come and meet me and say, I've seen some of your videos and stuff, but I don't really go to a mosque, or I don't, But I said, so tell me about this. Why don't you identify yourself with a religious community? Why do you feel uncomfortable with, people that you think are religious? You know what they tell me? They're always upset. They look angry all the time. They're just really angry. How is it that the people that have divine wisdom, how is it that someone who's closer and closer and closer to Allah learns more and more and more about Allah's deen is more miserable? As a matter of fact, the more grateful you are, the more positive you are all the time. You just have a positive outlook on everything. And even if you are down, of course it happens, there are moments that we're down, we tell ourselves, what am I going to be grateful for now? And you pick yourself up again. I'm reminded of, Musa alayhi salam. I'm always reminded of Musa alayhi salam, but still, I'm reminded of Musa alayhi salam. He crosses the water, he's with the Israelites, they left their home, they're homeless. There are hundreds and thousands of them. They're homeless in the desert. They have no roof over their heads. There are men, women, children, suffering, crying. Can you imagine the state? Like right now, we're 20 minutes outside in the 100-degree weather in Texas, and we're like, I gotta get inside. These people are living in the desert outside of Egypt. This is insane. And he's going to give them a khutbah. He's going to calm them down. And what does he say to them? He basically says, the khutbah is, لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. If you're grateful, I'll give you more. I thought he was going to give them a khutbah about patience. No, he gave them a khutbah about gratitude. And they're like, what am I supposed to be grateful for? Look at the weather, man. Look at how bad the temperature is, my kids. I'm starving. We don't have any other clothes on our backs. Where are we going to get food from in the desert? Grateful? Grateful for what? And if you stop for a moment, grateful for the fact that you weren't just killed, or you didn't just drown, or you're no longer slaves. You're no longer humiliated. Your babies aren't being slaughtered anymore. Your women aren't being allowed to live in degradation. The men of this community don't have to watch their women being humiliated in public. They don't have to do that anymore. You're not grateful? You're complaining? There is always something to be grateful for. There's always something Allah takes you out of, pulls you out of. There's always something that could have been far worse. And so this wisdom is very hard to live by. And if someone does, then the only beneficiary is themselves. وَمَنْ يَشْكُرْ فَإِنَّمَا يَشْكُرُ لِنَفْسِهِ. And this is a profound wisdom from Allah. If you and I can become grateful, then you know what happens? لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. Allah's promise, I'll give you more and more and more and more and more. Allah will increase and give you more of all the good in life. Guidance, health, provision. Everything will start falling into place if you can develop and I can develop gratitude.